What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney 6. We are currently deconstructing Uendo's testimony about the crime scene when he saw it. Or at least modifying his emotions, or whatever you want to call it. But before you do, let me just plug in the latest information. Let's see. What's the new information? We're almost there. He was sleeping. Tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed his toe on the TV. When he put the TV back in its normal spot, he realized that Shisho was dead. Seeing him slumped over the cluttered table, oh, Shisho. I'm not really seeing any emotions I'd consider out of place. How about you, Simon? How many times gonna come running to me? I was just looking for a second opinion. Well, take another good look at the flow of emotions. Don't just look for simple inconsistencies. Look at the intensity of his emotions, too. I see. Thanks, Simon. Let's go back to the one where he's surprised at the finding, let's see, right here. And here it is.
Got it!
Wait, what? Match. Ah, I see. Match as in managed to assert a thoughtful, calculated hypothesis. In other words, you are something here that didn't match, correct? You are the something. It appears you've met your match. No worries. That was just one match. There's still the rest of the game to go. Okay. I guess it's this one.
Got it!
Why is he so surprised after? That's odd. After the initial shock of finding the victim dead, you reacted with surprise again. What was it that surprised you, Uendo, besides your master's death? What do you mean? What's more, you were even more surprised the second time than the first. What could have surprised you more than finding your late master? Search me! Your little thingy must have made a mistake.
Silence!
The girl is as sharp as a trout, to be sure. But her ability to hear people's emotions is absolute. Now get to remembering, Uendo. What was it that surprised you? That was a compliment, right? Well, No, we've pushed him too hard. Now he's mentally all over the place. His emotions are completely out of control. Care to explain how that's relevant? You know how normally I listen for the hidden emotions in a witness's voice, right? From there, I look for inconsistencies between their testimony and those emotions. But sometimes a person's feelings can run too high, making it hard to get proper readings. So that's how your matrix program works. Fascinating. Ordinarily, it's just one emotion that runs out of control. But it seems there's nothing ordinary about this time. Huh? Let's see. Of course, this is the far better version of the song, the faster tempo one. I went to visit Shisho. Called to him from outside the room. But he didn't reply. When he opened the door, he thought he was sleeping. Tried to enter the dressing room, but stubbed his toe. When he put the TV back in its spot, he realized that Shisho was dead. Seeing him slumped over that cluttered table. Oh, Shisho. I knew it. What's got your knickers all in a bunch now? Uendo has multiple emotions running out of control at the same time. I've never seen anything like this, ever. So how does one bring a situation like this back under control? I'll have to find the root cause of this tangled mess before I can treat him. If I can identify what's causing this emotional rampage, then I can touch probe to dive in further. I'll need to point to what I think is the root cause and touch probe again. Through this process, I can identify exactly what's causing Uendo so much distress. And that will help bring the emotions back under control? In that case, let's get started. Alright, can't guarantee success, but it's definitely worth a shot. Time to look for the root cause of Uendo's rampaging emotions. Definitely my favorite song out of Dual Destinies, and probably this game too. Let's see. Wait. Can I not pinpoint the... Huh. Well, I don't know.
Got it!
This seems to be the cause of your shock, sadness, and anger. I can express many emotions such as surprise, sadness, and anger upon my cushions. To me, these expressions are simply an act. If I lost control over such things, I wouldn't be very effective on stage, now would I? Looks like I got it wrong. Keep it simple, Athena. Thinking too hard will only drive you mad as well. Maybe Uendo saw something to make him feel this way. God, didn't think they would ramble on if I got it wrong. I was just trying to see what happens. Let's see here. Almost there. Here we go. Let's try this. Here we go.
Got it!
I get it now. The cards were the root of it all. Don't try to deny it. You can't hide your feelings from me. The dying message that was left at the scene of the crime is what was causing your distress. And if the dying message was the cause of all those feelings, then that means the phrase Owen Forth must mean something to you. There! Noise level 0, finally! The dying message consists of 2 words, Owen and Forth. But neither of these 2 words have anything to do with his witness. This topic warrants no further argument. Sure, there may not seem to be any direct connection between Uendo and the message. For now. But why don't you wait and decide what's necessary after you hear my theory? I trust you've hit upon something, Athena. Yup, if my theory's right, we can finally solve the case of Uendo and the mysterious Owen Forth. Well, go on then. I can already tell this promises to be interesting. Now, please share your theory with the court, Miss Sykes. There was something puzzling to me about Uendo's out-of-control emotions just now. Namely that there were 3 distinct reactions present. I'd never seen that before, and I wondered how it could be possible. Is there a conclusion to this meandering musing of yours? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. So, could a person flip between 3 distinct emotions of such intensity like a switch? In the end, I concluded that it just wasn't possible. So that's it, is it? A bit unconventional, but I'll grant that it's possible within the realm of psychology. Within the realm of psychology? I'm afraid you'll have to explain it for the old man up here on the bench. Your Honor, my theory is that Uendo, has multiple personalities. With so many distinct personas, it's clear to me that Uendo has dissociative identity disorder, which is multiple personality disorder. What does that even mean? Your Honor, the defense would treat this trial as a child's jest. Multiple personality disorder? A preposterous proposition indeed. Would you not agree, witness? How did she know? How did she figure it out? I can't believe it. I did it! I did it, Simon! I've read papers on it before, but to think I'd see a case of it for myself. Blimey! Rakugo artists tell stories as different characters, but as different personalities? Hey, you, lawyer girl. You got a problem with us, huh? No. No problem at all. This is all very hard to believe. But now that we've established the witness has multiple personalities, could each of them please introduce themselves to this court? Uendo Toneido, Rakugo storyteller, as you know. Hello everybody, Patches, the friendly jester. Kisegawa, courtesan. And is that all of you? Yes, that's all of us. So there are 3 personalities in total. Uendo, Patches, and Kisegawa. Well, Simon, what do you think now? That you're one lucky duck. Just be glad they were dense enough to help you out. Can't you just straight up say I did great for a change? You appear to be quite proud of your self-defense. But all you have done is infringe upon the privacy of the witness. I couldn't disagree more, prosecutor. Now that we know there are 3 personalities, a new way for us to interpret the meaning of a certain piece of evidence has arisen. A new interpretation. Now I'm very curious. What is this piece of evidence you're talking about, Miss Sykes? Knowing what we know now about Uendo and his personalities, this now makes perfect sense. Owen the Fourth is probably what it is. Simon's account, blah 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 blah. I guess it's this.
Take that!
The Karuta cards. That's right, Your Honor. Recall the original dying message left at the scene. We didn't have a clue as to what Owen Fourth could have possibly meant. But now, with this new information about Uendo and his personalities, isn't it possible that Owen Fourth actually means a secret 4th personality of Uendo's? A personality named Owen. Uendo must have kept his dissociative identity disorder from us because he didn't want to be associated in any way with that dying message. No, that's not why. We kept our disorder a secret for a different reason altogether. We've been taking advantage of our affliction to act out various Rakugo characters. If word of this got out, well, our reputation as a Rakugo artist would be tarnished, as would the Toneido name. That's why we kept it a secret from everyone except members of the Toneido school. But really, there's no 4th personality. It's just the 3 of us in here. A plausible enough sounding story. But if it doesn't prove you didn't rearrange the cards, does it? But I will concede that it is highly likely that the witness rearranged the cards. Is Sadmati actually agreeing with us? However, is it not also possible that the accused killed Master Toneido and then left that message in order to frame the witness? And upon noticing the cards when he found the victim's body, Uendo rearranged them.
Silence!
A fantastic tale, but a tale nonetheless. No one outside the Toneido school knew about Uendo's multiple personalities. Uendo just finished saying so himself. That is a true but ultimately meaningless point. The witness was only in the dressing room for 2 to 3 minutes. That's far too little time to commit murder, wouldn't you say?
Objection!
Then who's to say he couldn't have done it before his discovery?
Objection!
Ah, that spring chick memory of yours. Have you already forgotten the prosecutor Blackwell's testimony? Simon's testimony. Gairu escorted me to the dressing room, but we heard the sound of Rakugo being performed from within. Thinking the master was rehearsing, we decided to wait in the hall until he was done. That's right! Until just a few moments before Uendo entered the dressing room, Taifu Toneido was confirmed to still be alive. Not only that, but Uendo was on stage until just before he discovered the body. A bulletproof alibi that I've already confirmed with several audience members. I also heard that his Rakugo performance that day was a steaming pile of... well, you get the picture. Yes, I'm afraid so. Really stunk up the stage, I did. And yet I have a perfect alibi. Indeed. Why not land the coup de grace on the defense by describing your alibi, witness? Okie dokie, Smokey. I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room. The entire audience was my witness. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed. I'll never be able to live down how terribly I bombed during that very important show. Uendo was on stage before he found the body, so he could not have committed this crime. It's time to let it all go, defense, and move on. Well, get this, Sodbody. The Right Anything Agency never gives up. We fight to the bitter end. There! Allow me to say this once more. That's a dumb catchphrase. And allow me to say once more, I'm never giving up. Let it go and never! This is pointless. You should have taken advantage of this opportunity while you could, you foolish child. Your worthless convictions only serve to prolong the accused's suffering. If words will not sway you, then perhaps pain will. Oh no! Anything but this! Sashi de Tashi. Ah! Dead. What's the big idea? That was but a small dose of punishment for your misguided convictions. Are you now a bit more inclined to give up as instructed? As if. In that case, you must require another dose. Not bloody likely! Where did that accent come from? Bloody? I don't give two flips about your beliefs. But if Sykes Dono were to submit to you here, I won't be able to get good soba anymore. That's right. For Mr. Wet's future and Prosecutor Blackwell's stomach. I'll never give up. You will rue those words, defense. Of that I can assure you. I was on stage until just moments before I went into the dressing room.
Hold it!
How can we be sure it was you who was on that stage? Are you asking whether it could have been some imposter? I guess so. Unlike a big arena, a Rakugo theater is a cozy little place. It would be hard to fool an audience in such an intimate setting, don't you think? Yeah, I guess you're right. Good. I'm glad we can clear that up, because I guess you could say... the entire audience was my witness.
Hold it!
Was there anything special about the stage or your performance that you can tell me? For example, were the lights dimmer than usual? Were there any problems or accidents? Not a thing. Everything was the same as always. Mr. Prosecutor, you questioned the audience, didn't you? Yes, of course. Apparently, nothing seemed amiss to them, except, well, one small thing. One small thing? Oh, it's so embarrassing. I tried my best, really, I did. But my performance was a huge bust. Not a single soul laughed.
Hold it!
Do you have any idea what went wrong? I'm not sure if it was my performance, or if it was just that particular audience. Or maybe it was the story I picked. But every entertainer knows that this kind of thing happens from time to time. I guess that makes sense. Still, I wonder how he could have flopped at his own commemorative show. Maybe I should dig into things a bit more. Could you tell me which Rakugo story you performed? I could, but I'm not sure if it would mean anything to the uninitiated. Well, even if I might not get it, can't you at least try me? Alright, if you insist. The story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Maybe Uendo's right. He's only said the name of the routine and I'm already lost. So you performed Time Soba, did you? What? You know it, Prosecutor Sadmari? Ugh. In the course of my studies last night, I became familiar with a number of stories. I must say, defense, you would do well to prepare better for your next trial. I'm sorry, you know what? I think it's the cats are very distracting. And that's the only logical conclusion I can come up with of why I keep messing up my sentences. Because I feel fine, but it's been happening for days. Simon, what's Time Soba about? Look it up yourself. Get banned! Allow me to give an overview. The story takes place on a winter's night. A man orders a bowl of soba at a street stall. How you doing, sir? What can I get for you? Whoa, what the hell? I'll have a bowl of shipoku, my good man. It sure is cold tonight, but there's nothing like a hot bowl of noodles and soup to warm the soul. You know it, sir. One shipoku coming right up. So how's business? Not so great, sir. Is that so? Well, that's great, because things can only get better from here, right? Wow, Prosecutor. The customer talks on and on like this. Finally, when he's done eating, he goes to pay for his soba. So how much do I owe you? That'll be 16 mon, sir. I see. Sorry, but I only have small change on me. I'll count the coins into your palm, so could you hold out your hand for me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, what time is it? It's 9, sir. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Thanks, and bye. Very well done. Very well. Fucking good. Excellent. I don't get it. What was so funny about that? Don't you see? The customer paid with coins, counting them out one by one. Then, just after counting 8, he asked about the time. And the soba vendor answered with 9. Now I get it. He made the vendor say 9, and then he continued counting from 10. Exactly. He cheated the soba vendor out of 1 mon with his smooth talking. The story continues with another man who saw the whole thing and tries to do the same. But he bungles the trick and ends up paying more than 16 mon. Alright, Tammy, come on. The story ends on that as the punchline. You can look up the rest with the details yourself. Or I'm sure Prosecutor Sadmonk over there would love to perform it for you after court. So basically, it's a story about a man cheating on a soba bill. That's kind of petty, isn't it? Ow, Tammy, let go. Is that really all you have to say about this classic story? Time. Hey, get off! Time soba. Oh, god damn it. So you studied a lot. But we haven't the time for a lecture detour right now, Prosecutor Sadmonk. I wanted to hear a little more, but I suppose it's off topic. Oh, your claws hurt! Oh my god! Getting back to the matter at hand, Miss Sykes, the witness stated that the story I performed is called Toki Soba, otherwise known as Time Soba. Would you like to add this statement to his testimony? Ow! Ow, 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 ow. Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have it added. Very well. Otherwise known as Time Soba.
Hold it!
The story where a man cheats on a soba bill. Why do you think it didn't go over well? Well, I suppose I was a little nervous. It's a lot of pressure when you're the star of such an important show, you know. You? Nervous? I thought you'd be all calm and collected, but I guess even you can get stage fright. I wanted so badly to live up to the great name of Uendo that I inherited. That I guess I overperformed a little this time. Wait, Uendo was the stage name of a former member of the Toneido school, right? That's right. The name belonged to one of Shisho's former disciples who died of illness at a young age. With the weight of the new name like that to carry on your shoulders, I can see why you were feeling the heat, just like me. Yeah, that disciple's name is probably Owen IV. I'm carrying the weight of my entire agency on my shoulders right now. In that case, can I count on your sympathy and have you go a little easier on me? With the audience as his witness, Uendo has a pretty unshakable alibi, doesn't he? You're not giving up, are you? Where's that never say die spirit you displayed earlier? Of course I'm not giving up, Simon. I just know Uendo has something to do with this case. But how will you connect him to the crime when he has an alibi as strong as that? I don't know just yet. But I'm gonna press this testimony and keep an eye out for contradictions. And with that, I'm gonna end this video here. So stay tuned tomorrow for the next one. I'm gonna rest my mouth, take care of the cats, and that'll be that. Bye-bye!